First of all, Kenny, have you got any news regarding transfers in or out the club?
Stuart Noble is going to Alloa for a month. We felt it was an opportunity for Stuart to get regular football, and we allowed him to go for a month. Hopefully we can give Stuart that 4 matches, 5 matches, I don't know how many it will be, to get yourself back into the frame of things in regards to selected for a regular basis. And after the month we'll have a look at it and see what the situation is, if we recall him or keep him at Alloa.
He's not played many games this season for the team, certainly from the start. Do you think it's really beneficial for him to therefore get some regular first team football?
Well, I think so. I mean, I've spoken to Stuart after Al Maitland had indicated that he would be interested in taking him, and after speaking to Stuart on a couple of occasions, I think he's very frustrated that he's not been included as much as he would have liked. He certainly had a terrific season last year and he made a great impact, but he just hasn't, in my eyes, he hasn't kicked on from that, and I think he'll be frustrated with the starting amount of times he has started games. But this gives him an opportunity to get himself back in, and hopefully he can come back similar to what we had with Kevin Walker going to Albion Rovers. It gives him regular football, and we bring him back in and see if it gives him that edge again.
Have you held talks with Rangers regarding Willie McLaughlin's position yet, and what's the current situation in terms of new faces arriving?
Well, first of all, with Willie, we've got one more game left in his loan deal. We have spoken with Rangers last week to say that we'll see how things go after the Spartans game and after the Dunfermline game Saturday, and speak to Willie as well. Early indications are that Willie is enjoying his football here, and I think Rangers are quite keen or wouldn't be too negative of recalling him. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can maybe see how Saturday's game goes, and hopefully keep Willie for another month or perhaps longer.
And any new faces?
No, frustrated again. Probably not as frustrated as Stuart Noble, but we're trying. We're constantly trying to attract players in. The unfortunate thing from our point of view is that you're probably looking at similar players, or all the teams are looking for players in similar positions. And it's loan deals where the clubs that are letting players go out on loan are the ones who have not featured as much as they would like, and then again the good players are the ones that get kept on board, and teams are very, very fickle about releasing players that couldn't maybe do us a turn. And certainly if we're using, going back to the Stuart Noble one, we're using this as for both parties, Alloa and ourselves, as for Stuart to get regular football, and Alloa obviously to get a striker who's proven in that division to score goals. But again, we'll continually look. I think when it becomes the 1st of January, everybody thinks automatically before new players come in the front door, but it doesn't work that way, and we're being patient, but sometimes it does get frustrating, the fact that you want an answer from the clubs and from the players, but we're continually monitoring the situation, and if we can maybe attract 1 or possibly 2 players, that'll be great.
You've got Dunfermline Athletic in the 5th round of the Scottish Cup. What were your thoughts when the draw came through?
Well, ideally, you would have liked a bigger Premier League side, i.e. Rangers and Celtic, that for obvious reasons. But I think if you look at the draw, we're delighted first and foremost that we've got a home draw, and it gives us an opportunity to get ourselves into the quarter final. And I think we looked at the obvious ones, as I say, Rangers, Celtic, Hearts, Hibs, or whoever got through that tie. But we've got Dunfermline. We've got a history of doing okay against Dunfermline. I remember when I played here, we knocked Dunfermline out at Broadwood, and I think when Sandy was manager 2-3 years ago, I think we went to East End Park and were involved in a 3-2 victory, I think. So there is a bit of history between the teams, and hopefully that these type of results will continue. But that'll be a nice little attraction to us, or distraction, shall I say, when it comes round. But we'll have a good chance to have a look at them, say, come Saturday. It'll be a difficult game because they are, one of the more experienced sides in the division, and they'll be difficult opponents.
Yes, we've got Dunfermline this weekend at East End Park. Earlier in the season you took a point from what was probably a poor performance, and here in November you played very well but lost 3-1. Do you know which team's going to turn up for you on Saturday?
Well, that's for the inconsistencies of football. You're right, you say I think the Dunfermline 0-0 draw was a disappointing performance, and then the 3-1 defeat here was a lot better, and we ended up with nothing. So, but they say they are a decent side, you know, and they got a good result against at home to Clyde last week, 2-0, and it'll make it difficult for us this week, you know. And I think when you go away from home against a team who have got major aspirations of being in the Premier League, you're going to have your work cut out. But we're capable of going there and getting a result. We've proven that in the past, and I say we'll go there with full confidence for Saturday, and hopefully we can keep this little run that we're on, keep it continuing.
Just finally, Kenny, can you give us an update on any injury situations?
Yeah, Scott McLaughlin's caused us a little bit of concern. He got a bang on the side of his foot against Livingston, that forced him to miss the game against Spartans. Paul Lovering, on the other positive front, has got himself back in training today. He got the all clear from the specialist last night to continue or up his training. So he joined in with us for the first time today. What Paul needs now is he needs some matches. You know, I think he's been out since the 16th of November, the cup final. So again, to up his training for his rehab, but he needs 2 or 3, I would think, reserve games to get himself back in the fold. So it was good to get him back today, though, because he's an important player between now and the end of the season, because of his willingness to do things correctly and his determination to be positive and successful. So he's good in the dressing room, but he's also very, very good on the park for us as well.
Excellent, thanks very much.
Okay, Colin.